Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuh. That was weak. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah. As you may know, my name is Ibrahim Awad. Awad is the Latinized version. And I'm a criminal defense and personal injury attorney. Alhamdulillah, many of you have entrusted me with a variety of tasks, and I hope to continue receiving that support. What some of you know is that I've been part of this community for about 10 years. I remember meeting Sheikh Muhammad Ninawi about 10 years ago when I was a college student, and I consider him to be my primary care spiritual physician. But what many of you don't know is I come from a small city up in northwest Georgia called Dalton. And in that city is a karate studio, which my father, who will soon be here, he's running on Muslim Standard Time. He enrolled us in this studio about 18 years ago. And for many of the people that we knew there, our family were the only Muslims that they knew. And we've competed in many martial arts tournaments, and we continue to go. So several months ago, I see on my Facebook newsfeed a comment from one of the people that I have become acquainted with at these martial arts tournaments, and he writes a very nasty meme about Islam, about Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, and naturally I feel compelled to comment. So I just comment and say, don't drink the Kool-Aid. This is not what Islam is. And to my surprise, he doesn't try to argue with me. He says, well, tell me more. So I begin a short explanation to answer his question. Well, many of you already know this. As soon as you begin commenting, there's a flurry of conflicting views that you will inevitably find in that thread. And so one person comes on there and says, oh, this person is lying, and he gets really involved with the insults. But I don't respond to that person. I just clarify what question that this person had. And the person that initially put the comment is actually a martial arts rival of mine. This is a person who I've competed against, who me and him we have exchanged knockout blows to one another. So this is the person that initially posted the comment. And subhanAllah, to my surprise, he starts defending me and deletes all the comments, all the insulting comments that this other person had posted. And I think to myself, what gives? This is a person that I'm rivals with. Why is he taking such a staunch position to defend me? And in more or less a few words, he explains to me, though you have been a fierce opponent, you always conducted yourself honorably. And I mentioned this story to all of you, and specifically the millennials, is because if you do a quick survey of the circles that you're in, the people in those circles, you'll find yourself that more likely than not that you're the only Muslim individual within those circles. Which means, if you like it or not, you are the face of Islam to those individuals. And so whatever they have in terms of knowledge about Islam comes from you. And so, because you're in that position and you're an ambassador for the deen in that position, you have to do your best, you have to do your utmost to perfect your character. That's the best way. Islamophobia is a common word that we hear these days, and unfortunately, the root, in my opinion, is not malice, it's ignorance. And so that shifts the burden to us, to educate people, and the best way to do that is just perfecting our character. How many of you, by a show of hands, heard about the incident of the 14-year-old girl that had her hijab snatched from her head? A few weeks, maybe months ago? Okay, how many of you who once you heard this story became infuriated just like me? All of you. All of you. So the best way to minimize those incidents is to become the best reflection of Islam as possible to perfect our character. So if you want to take that challenge, okay, perfecting your character, being the ones that actually ultimately yield the best results to all of the sisters here, and mashallah, I love all of you, and you are truly the ones that take it the hardest because you're readily recognizable. We are here, most of us, incognito. If somebody looks at me wearing this suit, they're like, oh, I don't know who this guy is. But you're readily recognizable. You are the objects of a lot of the discrimination, the hate crimes, and my dear brother Edward Mitchell is going to tell you how we can actually do something about that. But as the Muslim men, if you really want to protect your nieces, your sisters, your wives, your mothers, and today is Mother's Day, right? Mother's Day? If you really want to take on that challenge, say, I can. Okay, come on guys, I gotta feel your soul in this room. Say, I can. I must. I will. I can. I must. I will. Barakallahu feekum. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.